The Power of the Cross is one of those songs that I wrote with Keith Getty, and it's a story song. We've been trying to write a number of story songs that actually tell the history of what happened. It's so easy for us to think, or for people outside the church to think that what we have as Christians is just a philosophy of life, that we have some concepts about what God is like. And it's just, he's a bit like this, and other people think he's like that, and we're just kind of philosophizing about who he is. But actually, the Christian faith is rooted in history. It's rooted in facts, things that have actually happened over time. And it's so important we understand that, because that gives a grounding and a real strength and foundation to what we believe. So this tells the story of the Good Friday, of Jesus being tried, going to the cross, being beaten, and then going to the cross, and the suffering that he went through for our sake. And so it tells a story. It kind of tries to paint the picture of each episode, of each part of what happened through it, so that we can reflect on it. Then the chorus kind of tries to sum up what that means for us, as Christians, what that has won for us. And the final verse kind of paints us into the picture, to says, it's our name written in his wounds. It's his suffering that has won our freedom and won eternal life for us. So really, that's how the song is constructed. It actually took quite a long time. The verses came very quickly. Keith had written the melody, and I thought it was a brilliant melody. It worked really, really well. And I was working on the words, and each verse seemed to come quite clearly, but I wasn't quite sure how to say or what to say in the chorus itself. We went backwards and forwards for weeks and weeks, kind of trying different things, and Keith coming back and saying, I'm not sure about this, not sure about that. And we ended up writing two choruses. So there's a final chorus that kind of sums up a slightly different perspective, and in a sense is more of an emotional response, the final chorus, which feels like that's what it needs right at the end. And when you work on something for a long time, you just kind of lose perspective. You just don't know whether it works anymore. And so it's kind of good with a bit of distance to be able to, we came back to it after a month or two and went, yeah, I think it works, I think it's working. So again, really important, it's really important we sing the story, remind ourselves of the truth of the gospel and its foundation in history, and what the cross and those events of the cross mean for us as Christians, and mean for all of us in the world today.